So yeah, I've had to do a bit of research today. If you hear anything, you could probably hear my oven in the background. I'm standing in the kitchen, but I've been doing a bit of research. I was never really good at school when it came to history. I played about too much when I was at school. I never well, should I say? Yeah, should have been doing what I should have been doing, but wasn't. But yeah, I've been doing a bit of research today and been dive digging a little bit because there's not a lot I know about St Edmund's flag and the Suffolk area, but I have learnt one thing. I'm going to read out a summary which was from different sources, but I actually typed in St Edmund's flag and the history of it through TikTok, which is how I got that come up for the summarised sources. So I'm going to read this out now. St Edmund's flag originates from the medieval arms of St Edmund, the 9th century Anglo-Saxon king and patron saint of England. It features gold arrows crossed with a crown, symbolising his martyrdom and connection to Suffolk. Historical significance. Medieval arms. The flag design reflects St Edmund's medieval banner, which was historically associated with East Anglia and later adopted as a symbol of Suffolk. Suffolk's adoption in 2017, the flag was officially registered by the Flag Institute as Suffolk's country flag, celebrating its historical ties to St Edmund and his burial site in Bury Street, Edmunds. Legacy and modern relevance. Patron saint of England. This is where it gets interesting. St Edmund was the original patron of Saint England, later replaced by St George. I wonder why. Anyway, after the Norman conquest, his flag remains a symbol of English identity and is celebrated on November the 20th. And guess what? November the 20th is coming up, which is St Edmund's Day. A symbol of resistance. During the Battle of Agincourt, English warriors flew St Edmund's banner alongside the cross of St George, highlighting its enduring cultural significance. Now, besides that, what I've just read out, I've also actually read out the history of St Edmund, who reigned as king in England, in the UK. The Danish actually came over and raided England in the area that St Edmund was in, and because he stood strong, because St Edmund stood strong in his faith and his belief and stand up for the country, the Danish executed him. So basically, he is our hero, right? You know what I mean? And the fact that I never picked up much from history when I was at school, I'm starting to learn a lot more now. To me, is a good thing, because now I can keep up with things and what's going on, and along the lines, educate myself. But yeah, the reason for this video is I've come on because I didn't realise you've got the St George's flag and the Union Jack flag. So realistically, we haven't got just two flags. We've got three flags in general that support England. The third flag is supposed to be, it looks like the St George's cross with a dragon. I have actually physically got it on my phone. This one, oh, sorry about that. This is the flag of King St Edmund, and that's in Suffolk. So we've actually got three flags that support the UK. And if the councils are taking down the St George's flag because they don't like it, there's nothing stopping us from putting up the Suffolk flag, you know what I mean? If there's a third flag out there which ties us to this country, I think we've got our rights to actually do that. Then we're going to keep putting the flag up regardless, because I've got nothing against the St George's flag because it's part of Britain, which is the same as the St Edmund flag, which I just showed, and basically had to delve into do a bit of history to find that out. But yeah, Let's carry on raising the St George's flag, and if need be, let's just raise the St Edmund one as well. Why not?